Hey everybody out there, welcome back to 91.8 The Fan. It is I, your favorite holiday-themed host, the DJ Christmas, and I have with me a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself to all the fans out there?
Hey guys, it's Shelley Calene-Black.
And thank you for taking the time to come on the show. We've been trying to get you on for a while because you're in so much stuff.
I know. Thank goodness.
I know, it feels like every single time I go to grab a new Sentai Filmworks release, it's like, where's Shelley? Let's find her.
Again, thank goodness. I like to work.
And now, before we get too deep into your massive list of roles, could you tell us how you got started into the whole acting biz?
Oh, sure. Actually, when I was a lot younger, I was a hairdresser to begin with, which was kind of funny. But by my early 20s, I went back to college, and I did something that just kind of always ate at me was being an actor. And so finally, I got into the School of Theater at University of Houston, and I was there for a while. And so my whole training and background and everything was actually theater. And I did that for a number of years here in Houston. Then I went to New York for a few years. And then when I came back here, that's when I started hearing about, at the time it was ADV, which is now Seraphim Films and stuff. And had some friends that were doing the anime thing, kind of turned me on to it. I went in and auditioned and booked a role, and I guess I've been doing it for, I don't know, goodness, 12, 15 years now, I bet. A long time, really long time.
Wow, and do you remember what some of your first roles were? I know when we talked to Maggie Fleckno, she said Pawnee Pony Dash was her first.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think I did something in that. The first big one that I did was Sin the movie. I can't remember really that. I'm the worst at trying to remember all these things and trying to promote them. But it was a feature, and it was David Matranga and I actually did
Ah,
the leads in that. And God, that was some time ago. And then I think some of the bigger titles after that was Noir. Was maybe a few years after that, and I hear a lot from fans still on that one. There was an Orphan series, I remember. Gosh, did a number of seasons on that. Um, those are the earlier ones. And then a whole
yeah.
bunch of other ones that I wish I could remember, but really I don't.
Yeah, I actually have a funny story about Noir. Back in high school, we had our own anime club, and one day we had like a big swap meet, trade stuff that you're all set with people.
Yeah,
And I actually got not even the first volume, it was just the first episode of Noir on this
yeah.
mini disc, and I haven't gotten around to watching the whole series yet. I've only seen just that one first episode on this mini DVD.
Oh, wow. It's a really, I will remember it still kind of ranks as one of my favorites too, because it's really kind of a beautiful series. I mean, just I remember it seeming, but I liked the animation and everything in it. That kind of a lot of the style was kind of a John Woo style sort of thing with these two assassins. It was me and Monica Rial, as a matter of fact, doing the two girl assassins on that. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Definitely. And, now that things have certainly gotten rolling, you've been bouncing back between Sentai Filmworks and Funimation. You've been
Mhm.
in quite a few things over at Funimation recently, most specifically, for me anyway, because
Mhm.
I'm here, so my opinion counts the most. One Piece is doing great. The most recent sets, I think another one is due to come out in a couple weeks, so I need to go pre-order that. It's chock full of Khalifa.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just finished recording on that. Like I don't know, what was that? Maybe a few weeks ago or something. I was up there, but yeah, you get to see a lot of Khalifa. She's kind of a bad girl.
Yeah, and it's really interesting to see that kind of switch because the Water 7 arc is one of those ones where it's got a lot of twists that you don't really expect, and then all of a sudden you feel really upset, and you're just like, oh man, wow, I'm just gonna go cry for these characters now.
I haven't. I have to admit, I haven't seen any of them yet because I haven't gotten my copies. But so really, the only time that I was just following, of course, my character's story, and then, of course, all those other crazy little band of pirates and stuff that show up in there. I know this last time when I was up there, we were having a lot of fun. There was some really great comedic moments coming up in what's about to be released.
Yeah, it's One Piece is really great with mixing comedy with action, with drama, with intense. It's a really good formula.
Yeah, I think so. It's been really fun to work on it. And, I've known Mike McFarlane for some time, so that's been nice to go up there and be able to work with him and stuff too. So,
And now, other than One Piece, is there anything particularly new that you want the fans to know about?
let's see. Well, I know we just did the big release of that Starship Troopers. And I voiced, oh heck, I told you I was sorry, I'm horrible at these interviews. I cannot remember my character's name at all, but the big Starship Troopers was just released, and I've only seen bits and snippets of that, but gosh, is it beautiful. Let's see, One Piece and... Oh, heck, I can't even remember what the heck I've been working on. Isn't that crazy? I've been doing this for so long, Chris. I always
They all
feel
like
like I'm
sort
a
of
little bit of
blend
a
together.
disadvantage, but you know how it goes, and you just end up in so many different films at the same time. It's like you go in and go, okay, what are we working on today? And then they'll have to show me little bits and pieces from before, and I go, okay, I remember this. Okay, yes, okay, I got it. And of course, as soon as someone asks me names about anything, it goes right out my head. So I know those are a couple that are out now. I'm anxious to see the full thing of that Starship Troopers. As a matter of fact, it looks really cool.
Definitely. Well, on my list here, Bodacious Space Pirates.
Oh,
This is
right.
really just a list of things that I've been meaning to watch. Honestly, I'm terrible. I plan to watch just about everything, but I never actually get around to most of them.
Well, heck, you're better than me. I
Also
wish
on
I could keep up with it.
yeah, also on that list, Penguin Drum, which actually looks really good. It's got a good
Oh,
old
yeah.
Revolutionary Girl Utena feel to it. So I'm like, I gotta watch that.
Yeah. That's out now, too. I remember. As a matter of fact, I'm going to sit here now and in my little office looking at the most recent DVDs that are all nice in their plastic wrap. Uh, the Book of Ventura. Because the online thing, I just got the Best Actress for that for,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I actually won the first half of that in a contest on Sentai's Facebook page. I'm like, this is a perfect excuse to go watch all of this now.
Fantastic. Yes, that was a lot of fun because I love playing the villain, so that was a heck of a lot of fun. Well, I don't know if she was necessarily a villain, but
I can't
she was
tell who's the villain in
harsh.
this series. It's
Yeah.
really hard to tell.
Yes, it's harsh. But kind of funny. Let's see what the heck else do we have in here? Here's another Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yeah, the new Sacred Star of Milos movie.
Yeah, gosh, you're so much better at it than me. I know. I look at these. I'm like, doesn't this look pretty? Um, let's see, more Book of Ventura. Here's one called Gintama.
Oh, Gintama, yeah.
Yeah.
The movie for that just came out. Hopefully, they get around to doing the series. That would be awesome.
Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah. I guess this must be just the film part then. So that would be really cool to do. Yeah. Well, that's a few of them. At least the ones I have the DVDs sitting in front of me.
Definitely. And for all the listeners out there, we're going to take a short break so we can scan through some more DVDs, but when we come back, we'll still have our special guest. So keep it tuned to 91.8 The Fan. Everything you want and nothing you don't. Hey everybody, welcome back to 91.8 The Fan. I am still your favorite holiday-themed host, the DJ Christmas, and I still have my special guest. Would you like to give the fans a sign of life?
I am still here. Thank you.
Hooray! I'd love it when the guest is still here.
Yeah, it's good. It's best.
I can only talk to myself about so many things,
I hear you. I really do.
and then people
I do
start
it
to
all
think I'm
day.
crazy. And I don't want people thinking I'm crazy.
That's right.
But we were talking a little bit behind the scenes about something that's not quite as new, but it's still one of my personal favorites, the movie Summer Wars, which it won a bunch of awards in Japan. What was it like working on that?
That was really cool. I played it was the grandma or something, so it was kind of fun. Most of the time we use pretty close to our own voices for most things, and then sometimes it's just a little bit of an adjustment. But I think what I remember most about this is I remember Mike was real excited because it was going to have a theatrical release, and a friend of mine who's a costume designer was actually designing a show in New Orleans, and she's from New York. She does like a lot of the Broadway shows and stuff like that, and she had a new boyfriend with her, and she said, oh, and I guess she had mentioned that I did a bunch of voiceover work and stuff. He goes, oh, I just saw something at the Angelica in New York like last weekend. He said it was Summer Wars. I was like, oh my God, well, I'm in that, strangely enough. And he didn't even know what he was walking into. It just sounded interesting, I suppose, and really had a lot of great things to say about it. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Definitely. And in terms of other movies that haven't necessarily had a theatrical release, you've also been in the Broken Blade movies. It's Broken Blade's odd because it's not just one movie, it's 6 movies.
Ooh, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I remember Broken Blade, and now I'm looking at I do have a cheat sheet in front of me, and I admit it. Narvi was who I played, and I can't remember that one. Maybe you can refresh my memory.
I wish I've only seen the first movie,
Oh yeah.
and I need to go back. I have the whole set of 6. I just need to have a marathon. It's like a Star Wars
Hmm.
marathon, but with Broken
Yeah,
Blade.
yeah, right, right. Yeah, I'm trying to remember working on that. I'm looking through I did do Halo Legends. That was really cool.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the anime take on Halo after it being like such a widely renowned video game. It's like this is, side stories and stuff, and you get the
Yeah,
chance to play Cortana, which is one of the biggest characters in the series.
yeah. I was thrilled to say the least. It was really, really pretty cool. And talk about being super cool to your nieces and nephews. I got up there pretty high there for a while.
You get the brownie points going on.
You really do. I'll tell you something. That was probably, when I first started doing particularly anime and stuff, that was one of the coolest things is my nieces and nephews were still pretty young at that point. So wow, for Aunt Shelley to her voice coming out of a cartoon, I can't even begin to tell you. That major brownie points. Major brownie points.
Definitely. And then also on the other more recent side of things is the Toa no Kwan movies, which I'm pretty sure that's pretty recent as well.
Which one is that?
The Toa no Kwan?
Oh, come on. I'm just looking at a DVD of that. I just, to all of you guys out there, I really am not that dingy. There's so many of them over the last 15 years. It really takes me a few minutes to try to remember everything.
Yeah,
Um,
that's another one it's just 6 movies, and it's like, instead of making a full length, 26 or so episodes,
right.
it's just
Broken
six
into
movies for
movies.
some reason.
Yeah. Trying to. Let's see. Oh, when we were talking, Summer Wars, we were talking about Kana as well, which I got wonderful, beautiful, just fan letters and stuff like that for that story. So that was really cool.
Yeah, I think my favorite thing about Clannad is that it it had a big gap between the first and second seasons being dubbed, but Sentai Filmworks went back and made sure that they got everybody for After Story. And
That's true. Yes, as a matter of fact, I remember being called in just like that. We're picking up on this. Perhaps you remember it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I know we all appreciate that too.
and now In addition to anime stuff, a lot of voice actors hit up the convention circuit. Are there any conventions in 2013 that you're looking forward to going to?
I'm actually not doing. I don't have anything on the books for conventions. I actually, I've only done a few over the years. As long as I've been doing this, I've only done it a few. Um, I also teach on-camera acting, and I have been for a number of years now. So I generally work or do shows because I do theater as well. And so it's not something I've really had the privilege of doing a lot of. It's something I'd like to change and certainly make some appearances and stuff like that. But I've been so out of the loop on conventions. I think I've kind of been the wayside in that. I'm going to have to pick it up and make some appearances at some point because I like hearing from people. And the times that I have been at some conventions, it's been really cool. It's just been really cool to talk to the fans and stuff. We get stuck in a booth and just record the stuff. And as you can tell by my interview, you kind of forget what it is. And what's so neat is to be able to talk to people that watch it and appreciate it and get something out of it. And that makes it really rewarding to do, which to me is one of the better parts of being an actor, I suppose. So maybe I will get some on the books.
Well, it certainly sounds like it will be an adventure, and if you need any tips, I'm sure you could always talk to Greg and Chris. They go to tons of conventions.
Oh boy, I know. I'm telling you, anytime I'm recording with Greg too, it's just getting time scheduled and stuff. It seems like he's at a convention every weekend.
Yeah.
So those boys are good at keeping up with it, that's for sure.
The people that go out to conventions almost like as a living, it feels like it's Greg and Chris and then Kylie Bear. They're just never not at a convention. They're all crazy.
Yeah, I think they just enjoy the heck out of it. I mean, what's not to like, I suppose. To go off to fabulous places and meet all kinds of new people every weekend, I certainly don't blame them.
Yeah, and for us, since we've got a bunch of staff members spread out all over the place, it gives us the chance to hit up tons of conventions. I think we go to like 30 or 40 a year between all of us. So,
Oh my gosh.
uh,
Wow.
and I know I've got two, I think they're almost back to back at the end of October that I'm looking forward to.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
so that'll be fun.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I really do need to make some arrangements and try to hit some. I really enjoy doing that. It's just been such a back burner thing. You've got, well, the other things I have to be responsible for in my life, which unfortunately fall on weekends.
Curse this adult responsibility.
I know, I know. I think that exact same thing all the time.
But do you have any places where fans can keep up to date with your work as it comes out or when you finally start heading to conventions?
Well, I tell you, I'm on Facebook, so I usually keep that just for close friends and family and stuff. But I am gonna try to throw up a second sort of page so that I can have that sort of information and be able to have a little bit more free talk with people. Um, I will just say that I'm going to get that up soon and to look for that. I do have also a website that is, well, under construction, but it's ShelleyCalene-Black.com. Hopefully here in the next month or so, I'll have all that sort of stuff put up. But it's kind of been one of the goals for the last couple of years. I've been fortunate enough to work so much, and I just really haven't had enough time to keep up with the communications side of it. So I promise to be doing that very soon.
Well, very cool. Once you've got those all up and running, just let us know, and we will let the
Oh,
fans
I
know
will.
that they can go hunt you down.
Yes, absolutely. I would love that, as a matter of fact.
But before we let you go, since we are nearing the end of our time together, we do have one final question, and that is, would you like to participate in our 91.8 The Fan tradition?
Now I'm scared, but I'm game. I don't know what it
Oh,
is,
it's
but I'm
not that
game. Go
bad. If
for it.
if
Okay.
Emily can do it, you can do it.
Okay. All right. All right.
We just ask everybody that comes on the show if they would do a radio bump for us.
Oh, okay. Of course.
Cool. We just ask you to say, hello, my name is, you insert your name. I do
Okay.
this. You can say that you're a voice actor, list specific roles, whatever you want to put there. You have creative freedom. And
Okay.
you're tuned into 91.8 The Fan.
Ah, okay. Okay.
The only catch is that we do the takes live on air.
Oh boy. Okay. I hope I don't mess it up. All right. I
So
should be
whenever
able
you're
to do this. This is what I do for a living.
all
Okay.
right, whenever you're ready, we can go for a take one.
Okay. Hi, this is Shelley Calene-Black. I am a voice actress. Perhaps you've heard me in Starship Troopers, Halo Legends, Kana, and you are listening to 91.8 The Fan.
See, you got it all in the first take. You don't
Did
need
I
a
get
second.
it?
You
Yay! It scared me a little, but you know.
well, it's almost like it's your job or something to do this kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. When we put it in that sort of perspective, it gets a little easier. It's your job.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's like, oh yeah, I did this yesterday. Oh yeah, yeah. This is
Nice.
nothing. But thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show. We love talking to you.
Thank you, Chris, and thanks everybody out there. I hope to see you soon.
No problem. And for anybody out there who missed any of this interview, don't fret. It'll be up on the website within the next couple days. So keep it tuned to 91.8 The Fan. Everything you want and nothing you don't.